Enjoy. You can be in super shape on the beach this summer. All it takes is 30 to 45 minutes a day of exercise in your own home using chairs and other improvised training equipment. In only 6 weeks on this program, you can totally muscle up your body and virtually eliminate your body fat. By watching your diet a little and investing this 30 to 45 minutes per day in physical exercise, you can carve inches from your waistline and hips and build your chest, shoulders, back, and arms. You'll go to the beach this summer with a body even the lifeguards will envy. Is 30 to 45 minutes of sweating each day for 6 weeks too much to invest in developing a new you? Or is it too much to ask you to turn your back on fattening foods for 6 weeks? Oh, I know. You're afraid you'll need to spend a fortune on membership fees for a gym, health spa, or Nautilus facility. At the very least, you're afraid to spend $169.95 on a one-time investment, mind you, on Weider's Big 16 combination barbell and dumbbell set, because the shrinking dollar leaves you with just enough bucks to keep your car moving. There's no doubt that weight training is the best, quickest, and most efficient way to muscle up your body. But if you simply can't afford weight training facilities or equipment, I'm going to give you a method by which you can still reach peak physical condition, and it won't cost you a dime. Because you'll use equipment that lies around almost every home and apartment. With 2 to 3 chairs, a broomstick, a block of wood, or a thick book, a 6-foot length of clothesline, and a door handle, you can put yourself through an intensive resistance workout 3 times a week. Combine this with a workout with a good diet and 3 to 4 aerobic exercise sessions per week, and in 6 weeks, your friends won't recognize you. Your body is a marvelously adaptable organic system. All you've needed to do to reach your current semi-pitiful physical condition is ignore the importance of physical activity and good natural eating habits. You've sat on your butt in front of a one-eyed television monster, gobbling the modern, overly refined garbage that passes as food these days. And gad, did your body respond to the stimuli of lack of exercise and overeating. Take heart, your body is even more adaptable in the opposite direction. You will quickly regain healthy appearance if you give your body minimum amount of positive stimulation. All you need to do is quit eating trash and make it a habit of regular daily exercise. Your poor body is actually crying out for you to get fit. So let's get moving and do something about changing you into a sand kicker instead of a sand kickee on the beach this summer. You'll need to mount a 3-pronged attack on your body during the next 6 weeks if you hope to get in super shape. These 3 prongs are improved nutrition, aerobic exercise, and resistance training. Each prong is like the leg of a tripod. If all 3 legs are in place, the tripod stands solidly in place, but if one leg is missing, the tripod topples. In other words, you must pay equal attention to each of the 3 if you are to succeed. As the axiom goes, you are what you eat. Just as sloppy nutrition practices can fatten you up, good nutritional habits will quickly turn you back into a healthy, fat-free, muscular Superman. Nutrition programs must be personalized since each person's body is unique in a way it reacts biochemically. I'll outline several general dietary rules that you should follow. Use these rules as a nutritional starting point and then read every nutrition article in this magazine. We carry several each issue. If you glean a bit of information from each article, you will gradually develop a personalized dietary philosophy. While you are in the process of developing your own nutritional philosophy, here are 10 dietary rules that you should follow. 1. Eat a wide variety of foods as possible. Each individual type of food has combinations, types, and amounts of protein, carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, and minerals unique from all other foods. If you eat a wide variety of foods, you can have a diet optimally balanced in all nutrients. Unfortunately, the average American diet only includes about 15 foods. 2. Avoid all processed, packaged, canned, and frozen foods in particular. Avoid white sugar and white flour. All processed foods are nutritionally inferior to the same foods in a natural state. As an example, frozen foods oxidize rapidly as they thaw, which destroys many of their nutrients, particularly vitamin C. A good rule to follow to ensure healthy eating is to eat all of your foods as fresh and as close to a natural state as possible. 3. Limit the amount of milk products and grains in your diet. Approximately 95% of all individuals are allergic to one or both of these food groups. For more information on food allergies, read Bill Reynolds' article in Cytotoxic Diet in the May 1980 issue of Muscle and Fitness. Food allergies are frequently manifest in the body as inflammations, and these retain excessive amounts of water in the tissues. This water retention causes an overflow of puffiness in your body and can make you appear much fatter than you are. 4. Reduce the amount of fats in your diet, except for a tablespoon or so of soft flour oil daily to provide your body with unsaturated fatty acids that naturally help you lose weight. Be sure to broil or bake foods rather than frying them. Much of the oil used to fry foods either sticks to or is soaked up by the food. The calories in fats are twice as concentrated as the calories in proteins and carbohydrates. Therefore, if you're trying to lose body fat, by reducing your daily caloric intake, it makes sense to limit fats in your diet. 5. Consume small amounts of animal protein each time you eat. If you eat vegetable protein, beans, corn, or soybeans, also try to eat a little animal protein. Vegetables generally lack one or more of the 8 essential amino acids that the human body needs for proper nutrition. So vegetable protein can't be assimilated efficiently unless combined with an animal protein that contains all 8 essential amino acids. Unless you are in heavy training, you need not consume more than half to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight each day. 6. Consume only natural complex carbohydrates, fruit or brown rice, and avoid highly processed simple carbohydrates, white sugar, white flour, and alcohol. Eat 1 to 2 servings of a high roughage fruit, bran, salad greens, and pears each day to ensure healthy bowel motility. 8. If you need to lose body fat, reduce your daily caloric consumption by 10 to 20%. Once again, the easiest way to do this is to avoid fats in your diet and eat primarily protein and natural complex carbohydrate foods. 9. To ensure an adequate intake of vitamins and minerals, take 1 to 2 Weider Good Life Mega Packs each day. Vitamins and minerals in supplements form are most efficiently absorbed and utilized by the body when taken with other foods, so take 1 mega pack with breakfast and another with dinner. 10. Drink pure water each day. Since the water is necessary to flush waste products from your body, an adult male should drink 8 to 12 glasses of pure water each day. Even with these 10 rules for healthy eating, you might be a little confused about what makes up a proper diet. Here is a sample daily menu that you can try. Breakfast: bran cereal with apple juice poured over it and sprinkled with sunflower seeds, 1 to 2 pears, 1 mega pack. Snack: 1 scoop of tuna salad, moistened with no more than a half teaspoon of dressing. Lunch: baked or broiled chicken breast, remove the fatty skin before cooking. Large green salad with vinegar and or lemon juice for dressing, iced tea. Snack: fresh fruit. Dinner: baked or broiled fish with brown rice and a green or yellow vegetable, iced tea, 1 mega pack. 6 weeks on a diet like this should have the fat melting from your body. However, if your rate of fat loss doesn't satisfy you, slightly reduce the portions of food you eat each day. Most competitive bodybuilders say that to stay lean, you've got to stay a little hungry, and some of these athletes get below 4% body fat. Typical aerobic forms of exercise are jogging, swimming, cycling, rowing, racket sports, cross-country skiing, and walking. Aerobic exercise should be done at a relaxed pace for 30 minutes 2 to 3 times a week. The duration of aerobic activity is important, so be sure to go at a pace that will allow you to continue for 30 minutes. Aerobics builds endurance and burns off calories at an amazing rate. Assuming that you continue an aerobic activity for 30 minutes, here is a chart of the number of calories you can burn off. Running at 10 miles an hour, 450 calories. Cycling, 20 miles an hour, 340 calories. Handball, racquetball, squash, 300 calories. Cross-country skiing, 10 miles an hour, 300 calories. Singles tennis, 210 calories. Walking, 110 calories. For each 3,500 calories you burn off, you will lose 1 pound of body fat. For example, if you do approximately 12 half-hour racquetball workouts, you will burn off a pound of fat. Combined with the calories you burn during your resistance workouts and the caloric deficit created by your diet, aerobic exercise will help to safely lose 1.5 to 2 pounds of fat per week. This fat loss will reduce your waistline and generally firm up your body. If you haven't been doing aerobic training lately, you should break into it slowly. In this way, you will avoid overextending yourself and incurring an injury. Begin your aerobic training by doing approximately 8 to 10 minutes of slow running, cycling, or swimming. Then increase the amount of exercise for 1 to 2 minutes each workout until you're doing a full 30 minutes. For the next 6 weeks, you should do your resistance workouts on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, and do your aerobic sessions on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. You can either rest fully on Sunday or pursue some other strenuous recreational activity, sailing, hiking, or mountain climbing. You will make some fairly remarkable progress in developing both muscle size and definition if you are diligent in your workouts and if you never miss a training session. Later, I will give you 2 suggested workouts, the second one harder than the first. Use the easier workout for the first 3 weeks and then move to the second for the last 3 weeks. And I will tell you and show you how to do each of the exercises, including in these 2 workouts. But before we get to the actual exercises and training programs, there are several basic training concepts you must master. There are 3 basic terms you should understand before starting this resistance exercise program. They are exercise. This is the actual movement you are doing while training. A push-up is a typical exercise. An exercise is also commonly called a movement. Repetition. Each single complete cycle of an exercise is a repetition, a term frequently abbreviated to rep. When doing a push-up, a repetition starts with the arms straight and supporting the weight of the upper body. Then the arms are bent until the chest touches the floor. When the arms are once again fully straightened, the single repetition is complete. Set. A grouping of consecutive repetitions is called a set. Usually one does multiple sets of each exercise with rest intervals of approximately 60 seconds between each set of repetitions. What to wear? You can wear any type of comfortable fitting athletic clothing while working out. I recommend you wear socks, running shoes, shorts, and a t-shirt. An athletic supporter is optional. If you train in a cold basement or garage during the winter, you may also need to wear a warm-up suit. When to train? It makes little difference when you do your resistance exercise, as long as you choose a consistent training time each day. By training at the same time each day, your daily energy cycles will eventually begin to peak at workout time. Where to train? This course is designed to allow you to do your resistance workout in your own home or apartment using handy equipment. Obviously, then you should do your workouts at home. Training speed. You should use a rest interval of 60 seconds between sets when doing this workout. The tempo of each repetition is crucial. You should take 3 to 4 seconds to raise your body up in each repetition and 4 to 5 seconds to lower it back down. You will build as much strength and muscle by lowering your body weight slowly as you will when raising yourself up. Exercise form. It is essential that you use a full range of motion when doing each exercise. This means you must fully extend and flex each muscle involved in the movement. Doing short range of movements removes some of the stress you could be putting on the muscle being worked in the exercise. And the more stress you put on the muscle, the greater development you will experience. You should do the exercise slowly, using strict form, and you must concentrate to the point where you actually feel the extension and contraction of each muscle involved in the movement. Progression. In order for the muscle to grow larger and stronger, they must be stressed progressively harder over a period of time. In weight training, this is usually accomplished by gradually increasing the weight used for each exercise. In these workouts, however, resistance is progressively increased by adding repetitions to each exercise every training day. Each exercise should either be continued until you are so fatigued that you fail to complete a repetition, or until you feel a strong burning sensation in the muscle being worked. You should try to add at least 1 repetition to each exercise from workout to workout. Breaking in. To avoid muscle soreness, do only 1 set of each exercise the first workout, 2 sets of each movement in your second workouts, and 3 sets of each in your third workout. Such a gradual break-in should prevent excessive muscle soreness, but if you do become very sore, such soreness is best relieved by taking long, hot baths. Your resistance training exercises. Jumping rope. This exercise is a good warm-up for the whole body, and should be done for at least 2 minutes before beginning each training session. Jumping rope will get your circulation going and should cause you to break into a slight sweat. This is an indication that you are warmed up enough to go on to the rest of the resistance workout. As well, jumping rope builds the legs, giving you good body coordination. Begin by skipping rope for 2 minutes. With each workout, gradually increase this time to 5 minutes. Sit-ups. Lie on your back on the floor. Put your hands behind your neck and bend your knees to about 30-degree angle. From this position, slowly raise your torso until it is perpendicular to the floor. Return to the starting point. Do a total of 10 to 20 repetitions. This is an excellent exercise for firming the front abdominal muscles. Leg raises. Lie on your back on the floor and place your hands palms down under your hips. Bend the legs slightly. From this position, raise your legs up so your feet travel in a semicircle from the front to the point directly above your hips. Return to the starting point and repeat. Doing 10 to 20 reps per set, this is an excellent exercise for lower abdominal muscles. As these muscles get stronger, you may want to try doing leg raises and wearing ankle weights or weighted boots. Knee ups. Sit in a chair, extend your legs so they are at a 45-degree angle to the floor. Grip the sides of the chair to steady your upper body. From this position, pull your knees up to your chest, simultaneously bending your legs fully at the knees. Return to the starting position and repeat, doing 20 repetitions per set. This movement, which firms the lower abdomen, can be made even more strenuous if you wear weighted boots or ankle weights. Twisting and bending. Place a broomstick across the back of your shoulders. Wrap your arms around the broomstick or grasp it near the ends. Stand erect with your feet set a little wider apart than shoulder width. From this position, bend forward and twist until the end of the stick in your left hand touches your right foot. Return to the starting point and bend over to touch your right hand of the stick to your left foot. Return to the starting point and repeat the movement. Alternating to each side, do 20 reps on each side. This is a great exercise for firming and toning the sides and lower back. One leg toe raises. Stand with your toes of your left foot on a thick book or block of wood. Raise your right leg by bending your right knee. Balance yourself by either grasping a chair or any other object that is about waist height. From this position, let your left heel sag as far below your toes as possible and then slowly raise up as high as you can on your toes. Return back to the fully stretched position and repeat. Do 10 reps on each leg in your first workout. Be sure to always do an equal number of sets and reps for each leg. This is a good movement for developing the calf muscles and can be made more strenuous by having someone sit on your shoulders. Squats. Stand erect with your feet about shoulder width apart. Place your toes straight ahead. For better balance, place a chair directly in front of you and grasp the back of it. From this position, bend your knees and simultaneously rise up on your toes until your legs are fully bent. Slowly straighten your legs and return to the starting point. Do 10 reps in your first workout. This is an excellent movement for firming the frontal thigh muscles and can be made more strenuous by having someone sit on your shoulders. Lunges. Stand erect with your hands on your hips. Place your feet shoulder width apart, toes straight ahead. Step out as far as you can with your left foot and then lunge forward, shifting your weight to the left leg. Keep your right leg relatively straight. At the low point of the movement, your left knee should be ahead of your left foot. Using your left leg, push back to the starting position and repeat, this time leading with your right leg. This exercise is excellent for firming the thighs, hips, and buttocks. You should begin with doing 8 repetitions for each leg, alternating from leg to leg. Squat thrust. This is another good warm-up movement, but it is more strenuous than jumping rope. Start by standing erect, hands on hips, feet placed shoulder width apart. Bend your legs and place your hands on the floor at shoulder width. Kick your legs backwards so your body is straight and supported on your hands and toes. Bounce back to the mid-exercise position with your hands and feet close together, and then return to the starting position standing up. This is an excellent overall body conditioning exercise. You should begin by doing 10 reps. Squat thrust will also improve your endurance, so you should constantly strive to do more of them and at a faster pace. Chair chins. Place 2 chairs about 2.5 to 3 feet apart, the backs of the chairs toward each other. Rest a broomstick across the chairs' backs. With palms down and hands almost touching the chairs, grasp the broomstick. Extend your feet as far forward as possible and straighten your body and arms. From this position, slowly bend your arms and pull your torso directly upward until your chest touches the broomstick. Return to the starting point and repeat. Doing 6 to 12 reps per set, this is an excellent back and bicep developer. Lat stretch. This exercise can either be done with the help of a partner, as shown, or by grasping both knobs of a door handle. Start with your arms straight and assume a crouching position. Stretch your back muscles by leaning backwards as far as you can. From this starting point, bend your arms and pull your body up to your hands. Return to the starting point and repeat. This movement stretches and firms the back and bicep muscles. Do a minimum of 10 reps per set. Push-ups. Push-ups are an excellent exercise for developing the chest, shoulders, and arms. Lie on the floor and put your hands directly under your shoulders. From this position, push up, keeping your body rigid until your arms are fully extended. This is the starting position for push-ups. Bend your arms and lower your body to the floor until your chest touches the floor. Straighten your arms to return to the starting point. Continue until you have completed at least 6 to 12 reps of each set. Chair push-ups. Place 2 chairs about 2.5 feet apart with the backs away from each other. Assume a push-up starting position with your hands on the inside edges of the chair seats. From this position, lower your chest at least 3 to 4 inches below the level of your hands. Do 6 to 10 repetitions. This range of motion places considerable stress on the chest muscles for an even more strenuous movement. Place your feet on the chair as you do the push-ups. Angled push-ups. This form of push-up puts stress on the upper edges of your pectorals and your deltoids. Place your hands on the floor and your feet on the chair. Do the push-ups from this position, doing 6 to 12 reps per set. Self-resistance curl. You can either kneel or stand erect for this exercise. Start with your right arm pressed against the side of your torso and your palm forward. Place your left hand, palm down, in your right one, bending your left arm slightly and placing it across your body. Using your left hand and arm for resistance, bend your right arm fully, then keep pushing down with your left hand and resisting with your right hand as you return to the starting position. You should do 8 repetitions per set, alternating between arms for each rep. Self-resistance curls are an excellent bicep developer. Tricep dips. Place your hands close together behind the backs on the edge of one chair and place your feet on the edge of another chair. Straighten your arms fully. From this starting position, bend your elbows as much as you can and then straighten your arms to return to the starting position. Do 6 to 12 reps. This is an excellent exercise for building the triceps. Tricep push-up. You can transfer muscular stress to your triceps if you do push-ups with a narrow grip. When you do these push-ups, your hands should never be more than 6 inches apart. The optimal place to have your hands is directly below your chest. Do 6 to 12 reps each set. Resistance workouts. Workout A. Remember, your goal is to do 3 sets of each exercise every workout. Gradually increase your reps and sets until you reach this goal. 1. Jumping rope, 2 to 5 minutes. 2. Sit-ups. 3. Knee-ups. 4. One-leg toe raises. 5. Squats. 6. Chair chins. 7. Push-ups. 8. Self-resistance curls. 9. Triceps dips. Workout B. 1. Squat thrust as a warm-up. 2. Sit-ups. 3. Leg raises. 4. Twisting and bending. 5. One-leg toe raises. 6. Squats. 7. Lunges. 8. Chair chins. 9. Lat stretch. 10. Chair push-ups. 11. Angled push-ups. 12. Self-resistance curls. 13. Tricep dips. 14. Tricep push-ups.